Having good relationships, whether it is with our parents, spouse, kids, or siblings, is very fulfilling. These relationships complete our life in a beautiful way and add so much value to it. In this video, I will be sharing with you 5 habits that help me improve my relationships. Practicing these, I experienced healthier and happier relationships, and overall, life got better. If you want to know more, please keep watching. Namaste. I am Gargi and you are watching The Aligned Souls. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos on building a healthy mind, body and soul. Let's dive in. Number 1. Mindfulness. About a year back, I used to have lots of arguments with my husband. Whatever the case, we felt that we didn't understand each other's point of view. So, we avoided discussions, as nothing fruitful came out of them anyways. Then, by God's grace, I learned mindfulness. Mindfulness is the ability to observe our thoughts, feelings, emotions, and behavior in the present moment without offering any judgment or resistance. Let me explain it to you with the help of an example. Suppose I enter my room and there is a pile of clothes on the bed. My immediate reaction would be, "Oh my God, this room is so messy. I don't like it at all. Now I'll have to clear it all up and it will take up so much of my time. I'm already so tired." And on my thoughts will go. Now, what exactly is happening here? The moment I see the pile of clothes, I start to judge and make meanings out of it. I feel that it is not nice, that it is making the room messy, that I am unable to keep my room clean, that I am not capable enough. There is also a lot of resistance I have towards that pile of clothes. I don't like it for sure, and I also see it as a lot of work. The moment I judge or resist a thing, I start to suffer. I experience a lot of restlessness and agitation within me. It is not a nice feeling at all. But if I am mindful, then when I enter my room and see the pile of clothes, I will not judge or resist it. I will try to see it as it is, that these are just clothes. I will not judge it to be good or bad. Neither will I resist it, that I don't like it. I will accept it exactly as it is and try to move towards a solution, that I need to clear the bed. Once I don't judge and evaluate a situation like this, there is no suffering. I will be comfortable and stay calm and peaceful within, with the reality that there is a pile of clothes on the bed in my room. I will just keep observing my thoughts of judgment or resistance if they are coming. But I will not get carried away with them. I will accept the situation as it is. This is mindfulness. The beauty of mindfulness is that the moment you accept the energy of a situation without judging or resisting it, it gets transmuted from negative to positive and the situation just dissolves. It loses its power over you. I don't know how much sense I'm making to you, because if you are hearing this for the first time, then it might seem very fuzzy or confusing. The first time I heard about mindfulness, I was completely taken aback. It was beyond my imagination that just being present and accepting a situation without judgment or resistance will improve it. How does that work? Was my biggest question. But trust me, it does work. You have to practice it and experience it for yourself to believe it. When we start practicing mindfulness, then slowly and steadily, we become very aware of our thoughts. We are aware of what we are feeling in any particular moment. We try to stay in the present moment without judging or resisting things or situations. As I became aware of my thoughts, I realized that I have 2 dominant thoughts regarding having discussions with my husband. The first one was that he will never understand whatever I'm trying to say. And the second one was nothing fruitful ever comes out of our discussions. I worked on releasing these thoughts using EFT and crap writing. If you want to use EFT or crap writing to release any thoughts, then do check out the videos I'll be sharing in the description below. Gradually, I observed that whenever we had any discussion, I would be very mindful of my thoughts. The moment I would start to feel anger or irritation rising within me, I would start paying attention to my thoughts. Then I would tell myself that these are just my thoughts and they are not true. I would keep catching my thoughts and releasing them. I would not judge or resist anything that he was saying. I would completely accept the situation and listen to him peacefully, because I knew that even though we had different point of views, he means well. I would just hold on to the feeling that he means well. Soon our discussions became very fruitful and healthy. So, if you want to improve any relationship, just observe your thoughts that you have for that one person. Release any judgment and limiting thoughts and see your relationships grow. Listen with your heart and soul and not just ears. When my kids come from school, I'm very eager to know what happened during the day. So I ask both of them. My daughter would start off by telling each and every detail, and I literally have to stop her that it's okay, I understood. Whereas for my son, he would just say, "Oh, it was a good day, everything was just usual." Very rarely he would say, "Mama, there is something bothering me. It's kind of okay, but there is something. I think you should talk to my teacher." Then I ask him, "What is it?" if he would like to share with me. I sit on the sofa and he keeps walking in front of it and tells me all that is troubling him. Once he stops, then I ask him if he still wants me to talk to his teacher, and this is what he says after the release. "No, I don't think it is required. It is nothing much. If it gets any worse, I will let you know. I can handle it, I think. It is nothing actually." The greatest contribution you can make in any relationship is to listen with all your heart. When you listen to someone without any judgment, it strengthens the relationship by giving them a sense of support. By just listening to them, you make them feel respected and cared for. I'm not talking about just hearing, but giving your undivided attention to the other person. Being able to talk to someone and having the assurance that you are understood is a very good form of release. It helps to heal the person by letting their thoughts out of their heads. Many times, people will be able to find solutions themselves after they have poured their heart out to someone. But be very careful when you are listening. Don't jump to give solutions unless asked for. Being a good listener is as crucial as finding a solution to the problem. Don't think that you are not helping by just listening and not offering any solution. That is the biggest mistake people make, though their intentions are good. They want to help and so offer solutions. But one has to understand that when a person is full of emotions and is hurt, it is like a steaming pressure cooker. And the best thing that can be done is to let them release the pressure. Try it, and I am sure that you will receive many thanks for all the patient listening that you did. Sleep well. Sleep plays a very important role in your overall well-being. You must have observed that when you are well rested and have surplus energy, you are always in a very good mood. In such a mood, you easily let go and don't get into unnecessary argument. While, on the other hand, if you have not slept well the night before, then you get agitated at the drop of a hat. Every minor thing irks you, and your chances of having arguments with your loved ones increases. In the moment, we don't realize that it is because of lack of sleep, because whatever the argument or the point of contention is, it seems very real to us, and we give full merit to our line of thought. Many times it happens that a day or two later, we realize that all that confrontation was uncalled for. There was no point in arguing over such a trivial thing, and we feel guilty that why did we even do that? It's all because of lack of sleep. So, set up a sleep routine and try to follow it to the best of your ability. Try to get 8 hours of sleep per night, and you will see a significant change in your patience levels. Your kids who bother you all the times would seem very loving and calm. Try it for yourself. You will develop a new perspective on all your relationships. Invest in yourself. Suppose I ask you to give 5 apples to someone when you have 10. Then there is a possibility of giving. But if I ask you to give 5 apples when you have none, then even if you want to, you can't possibly give anything. How can you give something when you yourself don't have it? The same is true for our relationships. We can only give out love, support, and happiness when we have them in abundance, when our cup is full. We cannot give anything from an empty cup. If we are lacking self-love, then how is it possible for us to give love to someone else? So, always invest in yourself first if you want to have healthy relationships. Engage in mental well-being activities. Do something every day that you love to do, that makes you feel fulfilled. Life can be overwhelming at times with all the commitments that we have. So it doesn't matter if you are doing your favorite thing for only half an hour a day, because this half an hour tells you that you are a priority and gives you a sense of fulfillment. It makes you a happier person, and once you are happy, it is happiness that you will spread around in your relationship. Your energy will become very positive and your loved ones will experience it for sure. They would love to spend time with you, because who doesn't want to be with a person who is happy, smiling, and full of life? Practice gratitude. Suppose I go for a hike. There was beautiful scenery all around me, but I saw a snake on the way. Now, when I come back from the hike, what do you think I'll remember more, the scenery or the snake? I will remember the snake incident more because of the negativity bias of our brains. We have a tendency to remember negative incidents more. This is exactly what happens in relationships. We tend to remember all the negatives about the person we are having our issues with. But in order to develop beautiful relationships, we have to change this habit. Everybody has something or the other good about them. Just pause for a minute and think of what all that person has done for you and fill your heart and soul with gratitude for them. It could be the smallest of things that they do for you and that you take for granted. Stay in this feeling of gratitude for as long as you can and bless that person for helping you. Everything in life cannot be perfect or as we want it to be, but we can find peace in gratitude for what we have. Very soon you will observe that your gratitude towards them and the blessings that you are sending them will result in a shift in your relationship. Having shared with you all these habits that help me improve my relationships, I would like to add a few very important pointers. It takes time to develop mindfulness and practice gratitude. You need to focus on your thoughts and set a firm intention to shift them towards being more positive. You have to consciously work on yourself, and definitely you will get the results the way I did. When you are already stressed about your relationships and there are issues that you are dealing with, then practicing mindfulness, self-love and gratitude can be a little more challenging. So please, don't beat yourself up for not being able to practice it as much as you would like to. Take one thing at a time and work on it. Make it a habit and then move on to the next one. Love yourself enough to do this. Please share your experiences with me in the comments below. Do let me know the one habit that resonated with you and that brought about a change in your life. Thanks a lot for watching, and do subscribe to the channel for more videos on building a healthy mind, body and soul.